What if I told you that you could upload any document, a 300-page research paper, your class notes, even your entire thesis, and have an AI create a podcast discussion about it in two voices that sound completely human? And what if that same AI could quiz you, create study guides, and answer questions like it actually read and understood your content? That's not science fiction. That's Google Notebook LM, and it's completely free. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it to 10 times your productivity, whether you're a student, researcher, content creator, or just someone drowning in information. First, let's get clear on what Notebook LM actually is, because Google didn't exactly give it the most obvious name, right? Notebook LM is Google's AI powered research assistant that uses the Gemini model. But here's what makes it different from ChatGPT or Claude: it's grounded in your sources. When you upload documents to Notebook LM, the AI only uses information from those specific files to answer your questions. It does not get hallucinations from random facts from the internet. There's no outdated information, just your content, supercharged with AI understanding. Think of it like having a brilliant research assistant who's read all your materials and can instantly recall, connect, and explain anything within them. All right, let's jump in. Head to notebooklm.google.com. I'll put the link in the description on the screen. You'll see a round icon on the top right side. Click on it and sign in using your Google account, and you'll see the main interface. Click New Notebook. This is where the magic happens. Each notebook is like a dedicated workspace for a specific project or topic. Now you can add sources. Notebook LM accepts different resources. It accepts Google Docs directly from your drive. The next are PDFs, up to 500,000 words per source, text files, and copied text. Just paste it in. Notebook LM also scrapes content from website URLs. It also transcribes YouTube videos automatically. It also summarizes audio files, Google Slides, and more. Notebook LM will scour the internet to find relevant sources for you. Simply go to Add Sources on the Sources section, which is on the left side of the web page. Click on it, then click on the Discover Sources feature. On the search box, type your chosen topic. Notebook LM will do a web search and upload the relevant sources in the source section. You can choose which ones you want to include. For this tutorial, I'm uploading a research paper on artificial intelligence ethics. Watch this. It processes in seconds. Notebook LM immediately generates a summary, key topics, and potential questions you might ask. Quick pause. If you're finding this valuable, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people who need these tools. All right, let's continue. Now let's explore what you can actually do with your uploaded sources. The chat feature is your direct line to ask anything about your documents. But here's the pro tip. You can see exactly where the AI got its information. Watch this. When it answers, see those little citation numbers? Click them. It jumps directly to the source passage in your document. This is huge for research, fact-checking, or writing papers. No more digging through PDFs manually. But wait, it gets better. Notebook LM suggests questions you might want to ask based on your content. It's literally reading your documents and anticipating what's important. Let's try one. Type, compare the different ethical frameworks discussed. Suddenly, you get instant comparative analysis with citations. This would take me hours to do manually. And check this out. It auto-generates questions the AI thinks are most relevant based on analyzing your content. Okay, this is the feature that blew up the internet. Click Generate under Audio Overview. What Notebook LM does here is create a podcast-style conversation between two AI hosts discussing your uploaded content. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how much content you have. And yes, you just sit and wait because it's doing something absolutely mind-blowing in the background. It's done. Let's
LLMs,
listen.
and they have just completely shaken up scholarly communication.
And these aren't just, advanced spell checkers anymore.
Not at all. We're talking about tools from huge generalist models like ChatGPT to specialized academic ones like Elicit that
Mhm.
can summarize, paraphrase.
Or even draft entire sections of a manuscript.
Exactly. And while that's a massive productivity gain, it's also created this immediate and almost existential crisis around research integrity.
That's the part I find so fascinating. How do you take advantage of these incredible tools without completely demolishing the academic system that's built on trust.
Well, that's the mission for today's deep dive. We've got a stack of material here detailing this crisis, and we need to figure out the most ethical, workable path forward.
Okay, so what are the core issues we're looking at?
There are really four core ethical dilemmas: authorship, plagiarism, transparency, and the big one, accountability.
Right. When an AI writes something, who gets the credit?
And, more importantly, who gets the blame if it's wrong.
Let's just jump right into the initial conflict then, because
Yeah,
the reaction from the scientific publishing world was, it was swift and totally polarized.
completely. You had major publications drawing completely opposite
On one
conclusions.
side, you had basically the nuclear option.
The outright ban.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the journal Science, one of the most prestigious in the world, came out swinging. Their editorial position was just incredibly stark.
Any text generated by an LLM, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. And they didn't mince words. They called it plagiarized from ChatGPT.
Wow.
And they were clear. An AI can't be an author, and using one violates the human author's responsibility for the work.
So to science, it was straight up scientific misconduct.
No different from faking images or, plagiarizing from another human. That's a massive line in the sand.
But that wasn't the only response.
Yeah, not at all.
That's not a real person. That's AI analyzing my document and creating a natural conversation. You can download this as an MP3 and listen anywhere. You can also interact with the podcast. Turn on the podcast, then click on the wave button and ask your question verbally. Just listen. Hi, can you give me a summary about AI ethics?
That is a fantastic request, and we absolutely can.
That's a great place to start, actually.
Since we're just getting started with our big deep dive here, let's start with a high-level overview.
Essentially, AI ethics and scholarly work is all about the introduction of powerful tools like ChatGPT, the large language models, or LLMs into the research process.
And what we mean by scholarly work is writing papers, reviewing manuscripts, and editing.
Right. And these tools can draft or summarize texts so well that they've created an immediate ethical crisis, specifically around four issues: authorship, plagiarism, transparency, and accountability.
The core ethical question is, if an AI wrote part of your research paper, who gets the credit and who takes the blame if there's an error or a fabrication?
The consensus, which we will unpack in detail today, is that LLMs should not be authors or even acknowledged because they lack moral and legal accountability.
They can't sign a document or be held responsible in the court of law.
So, the ethical path forward, which is what we're discussing now, is demanding radical transparency from the human researcher.
That means disclosing exactly how, when, and which AI model you used in your paper's method section.
It's about treating the AI like a powerful, complex tool that needs meticulous citation, not like a colleague that needs a byline.
But Notebook LM isn't just about audio. Let's look at the study guide feature. Go to the Configure Notebook feature located on the top right side of the chat section. Then on the Define Your Conversational Goal, Style, or Role section, choose Learning Guide, then click Save. This will configure the chat feature to study guide mode. Notebook LM's chat will automatically generate key concepts defined, practice questions, important quotes, and learning objectives. If you're a student, this alone is worth its weight in gold. Upload your lecture notes, textbook chapters, whatever. Instant study material. You can also create a study guide by going to the Studio section, go to Reports, and choose Study Guide. It will generate quizzes, essay questions, answer keys, and glossary of key terms. You can also create a video overview of your source material. In the Studio section, click on Video Overview and wait a few minutes for the AI to render. I did this ahead of time to show you what the video looks like. Take a look.
Okay, just picture this: a tool that can whip up a university level research paper in like minutes. It sounds like science fiction, but that's the reality with large language models, LLMs like ChatGPT. They have absolutely stormed the world of academic writing, able to summarize, paraphrase, and even generate entire sections of scholarly work. But this incredible power has created a massive ethical puzzle for researchers and journals. And it's a puzzle we really need to solve, like right now. And believe me, the stakes could not be higher.
This is perfect for visual learners. It also keeps learning engaging and entertaining. Hey, speaking of valuable content, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I've got more AI tutorials coming that'll transform how you work and learn. Hit that button now. Here are other studio features that will blow your mind. All of these features can be used by simply clicking on them. In this section, I will briefly go through all of them. I used these features using the article I uploaded earlier. Let's get into it. If you want to see a bird's eye view of your sources, the mind map feature is a useful tool. Notebook LM organizes information into key points visually. In the Studio section, click on the mind map feature and wait for it to be created. As you can see, each key point is again split into more specific points. Click on a point. You will see the specific points appearing. You can go back to the previous point by clicking on the arrow pointing to the left. This is a good way to create associations within the material so you can understand it clearly. The reports function allows you to structure your sources in various ways. You can create briefings, study guides, blog posts, policy briefings, best practices guides, explanatory articles, and debate outlines. You can even make your own report structured the way you like it. The possibilities are endless. In the Studio section, click on the Reports feature. Choose which report you want to generate. For this example, I created the study guide report. You can copy it by clicking on the copy icon, delete it using the delete icon, or the prompt icon to see how the prompt was written to generate this report. Go to the Studio section and click on the flashcards feature. With just one click, your flashcards are generated. The questions are shown in the front and the answers are on the back. You can move forward to the next card or backward to the last card. This is a convenient way to help you remember discrete information in a structured, organized way. Finally, Notebook LM can also create quizzes for you. Just click on the quiz feature, and it will automatically create a multiple choice quiz based on your source materials. It also includes a hint at the bottom of each question. You can click on Next to go to the next question, or click on Previous for the last question. Now, let me address the question you may be asking. What limitations does Notebook LM have? Notebook LM is powerful, but it's not perfect. Here's what you need to know. First, Notebook LM does not do creative writing. It won't write your essay for you. It's designed for analysis and understanding, not content generation. Second, there is a maximum of 50 sources per notebook and 500,000 words per source. For most people, that's more than enough. Notebook LM also has language model limitations. While grounded in your sources, it can still occasionally misinterpret complex nuance. Always verify critical information. Finally, be careful of privacy considerations. Your uploaded content is used to generate responses, but Google states they don't use your data to train their models. Still, don't upload highly sensitive confidential information. And there you have it. Google Notebook LM from zero to power user in under 15 minutes. This tool is genuinely one of the most underrated AI applications available right now. It's free, it's powerful, and it's actually useful for real work, not just parlor tricks. If this helped you, here's what I need you to do. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more AI tutorials. Like this video, so YouTube knows to recommend it. Comment below and tell me, what will you use Notebook LM for? I review every comment and reply to as many as I can. And if you want to see more specific tutorials, like Notebook LM for students or Notebook LM versus ChatGPT, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go upload something and prepare to have your mind blown.